Right now, we're offering $450. They're holding out for 6.25.
You're prepared to go to trial over $175,000.
We have to. The insurance industry as a whole is taking a hit because we're paying out too much in damage claims. We're now perceived as being soft, and the truth is we have to be seen as ready to litigate.
Well, what about these big jury awards? That doesn't scare you?
Oh, it does, but it means that we can't be satisfied with just going to trial. We have to win.
And this starts tomorrow.
Yes, but the reality is, if the plaintiff sees us bringing you guys on last minute, they'll realize that we're serious about going to trial, and we truly think that they'll settle.
We're primarily criminal, Gordon, not civil.
Understood. But we are going to draw a very blue-collar jury, which is why we want you, Mr. Berluti. Now, Mr. Young, no disrespect to your talent, which we know is enormous. The plaintiff is African-American, as are several of the jurors. Now, we don't anticipate any bias, but we want that to be covered. So we want you to do the plaintiff's cross. Now, I have a videotape of his deposition, which I'll leave for you to watch. But like I said, with you alongside, perhaps that will push the plaintiffs to settle. We're so close as it is.
The plaintiff is poor, working class.
The plaintiff is 10 years old. Our client ran him over with his SUV.
But he survived.
Oh, yes. That's why they're holding out for 6.25. If he died, I think that we could have settled for 3. I'm sorry. That perhaps sounded cold.
Perhaps.
Brother is older or younger?
Well, I have 2 brothers. One's older. That's Kenny. Then I also have a baby brother. His name is Justin. And the one that I go to school with is Kenny.
All set?
Ready. Let's go. We'll call in, let you know.
Good luck.
So they didn't settle after all?
The plaintiff came down to 6, but that was it.
Is this our new direction, insurance defense?
No, but civil law is something you all want to do, and this is a good end. Right now, our civil profile is non-existent.
Which is unfortunate because I'd love to buy a house.
Me too.
I was walking home from school when I got to the corner.
Pembleton and Columbus.
Yes. And I waited till the sign said walk, so I started to cross. Then I saw it.
Saw what?
The car. It was coming so fast. I turned to look, but it was too late. Before I could even move, it had hit me.
Could you see who was driving the car?
Only that it was a man, and he was wearing a suit, like a business suit.
Did you see anything else?
I saw he was looking down where a phone would be, and he wasn't looking at where he was driving.
Objection.
Overruled. It's his observation.
Can you tell the jury about your injuries?
I had broken ribs. My lungs was hurt. My arm was broken. My head was hurt. And a bone was broken in my shin.
Have you had any other problems besides broken bones?
I can't learn.
You can't learn?
I don't remember anything that they teach me at school.
Could you before the accident?
Yes.
And you've talked to the doctors about these problems you've had learning?
Yes.
Did they tell you whether or not these problems would ever go away?
They don't think they will.
Thank you, Jason. Right now, another lawyer's going to ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Jason. I'm Eugene Young, and as Miss Turner said, I'll be asking you a few questions. If at any time you need a break, you just tell me, okay?
Okay.
First, let me say how sorry I am that you got hurt and that I hope you get better.
Thank you.
Now, you said you were walking home from school that day, right?
Yes,
At the corner, you said you waited for the sign to say walk.
I did.
Well, there was a witness, Jason, Mr. Anthony Walker. And he said upon hearing the impact, he looked up, and he said he noticed the light was flashing, don't walk.
Well, it said walk when I started to walk. Sometimes it changes when you're halfway across.
Were you halfway across? According to the police investigators, you got hit when you were about 10 feet from the curb. So that would mean that the light changed to walk, you walked 10 feet, and then it changed to don't walk. Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Is it possible that when you got to the curb, you looked up, saw walk, then walked?
That's what I said.
Well, actually, you said you waited for it to change to walk. And that's where I'm having difficulty. Now, if it had already been flashing walk when you arrived at the corner, then I can see how you might only get 10 feet or so. Could it have already been on walk when you arrived at the corner, Jason?
Maybe. All I know is that it said walk and I walked.
You said after the accident, you've been having trouble remembering things, right?
Yes.
Jason, truthfully, do you have a little trouble remembering the accident itself? When you woke up after the accident and the police asked you what happened, did you remember?
Not right away.
Well, how long after the accident did you start to remember?
It took a long time.
What? You're still expecting me to blink?
Audrey, the boy's memory is suspect.
No skid marks, Gordon. Middle of the street.
But if he dashed...
Nobody saw him dash, least of all your client, who was trying to place a call.
The one and only witness saw don't walk.
How many times have we had this give and take?
Many times, but I'm the only one who seems to be giving. You haven't...
$450 for a boy with permanent learning disabilities.
And my doctors say it most likely isn't permanent. The truth is, it'll be years before we know. I am putting an extra $200 on the table for it now. And all this assumes that you can make on liability, which is not a lot.
I'm not taking $450.
Why don't we split the difference and go home? 5 1/4.
$550.
$525. I know you've done the numbers. It's a good offer, and it's final. Yay or nay?
I'll discuss it with the family.
How'd it go?
Eugene was good, gentle, but he caught some discrepancies.
I don't think the boy really remembers the accident 8.5 at the time.
Well, there's another offer out. The feeling is they'll grab it.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for Gordon Keene. I was told he might be here.
No, we just left him. I think he's on his way home.
I'm Dr. Harold Manning, Vice President of Medical Affairs for Brentford Mutual. This firm, I understand, is on the Jason Lee's case.
Yes?
Could we go somewhere and talk? I've worked for Brentford Mutual for almost 20 years. I review files, medical histories, in part to be sure they're not being defrauded.
You think the boy's injuries may be a fraud?
No, certainly not. Everything listed in the complaint is real. It's what isn't listed.
I'm not sure I follow, Doctor.
This afternoon, in preparing for the case, one of our staff physicians went back over the file along with all the x-rays. He saw something on the MRI, a tiny marking at the base of the brain. He had me look at it. At first, I assumed it was minor bleeding. We often see that in this kind of trauma. But I looked closer.
You think it may be more serious?
I'm certain it is. Mr. Lees has a dissecting aneurysm of the basilar artery. A small tear in the lining of the artery. In time, that tear will likely get progressively worse until eventually the wall of the vessel ruptures.
What are the chances that'll happen?
It will happen. The question is when. Maybe today, maybe 10 years from now. Without immediate surgery to repair the damage, his life is at significant risk.
Wait a second. Jason Lees has a team of treating physicians. I have to believe they're aware of this.
If they were aware of this, the boy would have been rushed into surgery. His doctors obviously missed it. We missed it until today.
Have you notified his family or his doctors?
I can't. As an officer of the company, I have a fiduciary duty to Brentford Mutual. I cannot disclose if it's against their interest.
So they don't even know?
No, they don't.
What about Gordon Keene? Does he know about this?
No, that's why I've come looking for him. I couldn't get him on his cell.
What you're telling us, Doctor, that boy's life is in immediate danger.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
I just got off with Dr. Scanlon. He agrees. Aneurysm.
Okay. Whatever they counter tomorrow, we'll accept it, and we'll get the settlement entered immediately.
Tomorrow? That kid is in danger tonight.
We can't get a settlement entered tonight, Jimmy.
So what?
Gordon.
I hear you, Bobby, but the client has instructed me to get the case settled.
If that aneurysm bursts tonight, Brentford Mutual will be on the hook for 10 times that amount.
They're willing to run the risk, evidently.
I'm not.
That's not your call. This is privileged. It's work product.
We can't let a kid die. Come on.
We are going to settle this thing and then enter it.
Then they'll just try to avoid it on fraud as soon as we tell them. Did you advise the client of that?
I did.
And?
The client doesn't want us to tell even after the settlement.
You gotta be kidding me.
Bobby, Brentford Mutual is hemorrhaging, if you'll pardon the terrible pun. If it gets out that that kid has an aneurysm, it's a multi-million-dollar verdict, even if they're able to repair it. And if it should come out that we knew about that aneurysm and we didn't tell, the public relations alone.
That's sick.
There's gotta be a way around this.
There isn't. The client has given us the instruction. We are ethically prohibited from revealing this information. Now look, I don't like this any more than you do, but I'll take it from here. I'll get this thing settled in the morning. Thanks.
We're just gonna sit on this?
Lucy, get me Anderson Pearson.
I'm afraid Gordon Keene is right.
He can't be.
If we know a client is about to cause serious bodily harm, we're allowed to tell.
No, that is different from knowing somebody's medical condition as a part of work product.
Why? Why should it be any different? In both instances, we have knowledge somebody's about to get hurt.
Perhaps that distinction is a ludicrous one, Bobby, but currently the law makes that distinction. If you know your client is about to commit a crime and cause bodily injury, you are permitted to tell. But a medical condition in a civil matter, unless you get the client's permission, you are frozen. Can't you get the client to move on this?
No. All I can think of, after we settle the case, the client might be less panicked. Maybe then we can convince them to tell.
But as Keene said, the risk there is so great.
Well, I can't think of anything else. Can you? Jimmy? Jimmy, any ideas?
No.
Where are you in the trial?
Well, it's obviously going to settle now.
But if for some reason it doesn't, are you ready with your closing, Jimmy? Jimmy! Is your closing ready?
I was gonna head back to work on it now. I don't think we'd get there tomorrow.
You gotta stay focused.
I'll be ready, if need be.
Any sisters?
No sisters, just me and my two brothers. My parents wanted a girl when they had me. At least that's what my older brother tells me. He says that to punk me. He punks me all the time.
Mr. Lees, my name is James Berluti. I'm one of the lawyers representing Brentford Mutual.
Yeah, I recognize you.
I'm sorry to bother you this late. Your son... Your son has an aneurysm at the base of his skull.
What?
Our doctors reviewed his MRI today. I've called an ambulance. It's on the way. We need to get him to a hospital. Where is he now?
He's in bed.
You need to get him up. Mr. Lees, you need to get your son out of bed.
Got it?
It's just a precaution, sweetheart. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Jimmy.
Dr. Manning was right. The boy went into surgery a couple hours ago.
Did anything happen?
No. I told them.
You told them? Jimmy informed the parents. The boy is in surgery.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I am. And you can go tell your client, Mr. Keene, if they want to report me to the bar, go ahead. But like you said, the negative publicity will destroy them, and I'll make plenty of noise. Trust me.
Is that all you thought about Jimmy being disbarred? You personally and your firm will be on the hook for any damage award above $550,000. You think about that?
I wasn't gonna let that kid die.
We removed the aneurysm, clipped it without complications. He's gonna be fine.
Could they tell whether it was about to burst or not?
Not really, but it was dangerous enough that they had to operate right away.
Was there any bleeding in the brain?
No, because it never ruptured. They clipped it.
I take it the case isn't about to settle now.
Oh, no. And we were fired.
Sorry.
I'm proud of you, Jimmy. I'll probably never get my house now, but I'm proud of you.
Me too. Jimmy, that was the Board of Bar Overseers. You've been summoned to appear today at 1 o'clock.
What?
They actually reported me.
I didn't think they'd dare.
Brentford Mutual didn't report you.
Who then? Keen?
I reported you, Jimmy.
What?
Under the canon of legal ethics, I had a duty to report you. And if I had a vote, I'd recommend you be disbarred.
They're calling him in at 1 o'clock.
I heard.
Why didn't you check with me first?
Did Jimmy check with you before breaking the client's privilege?
You revealed a pretty big secret yourself, Eugene. Jimmy just told the parents that the kid was sick. By reporting him to the bar, you revealed that it was the client's intent not to tell. And the publicity of that may be what brings them down. Did you consider that?
I considered this. Jimmy should go. He put us all at risk, Bobby. To flex his conscience, he jeopardized this entire firm, same as he did when he stole client funds to pay off his gambling debt.
You should have come to me before.
You would have done nothing. You're a nice guy. You would let it ride because Jimmy's a nice guy. He would have cried, "I'm sorry, it won't happen again," and you would have bought it. Well, I'm not buying it anymore. I'm not letting him take me down and everybody else. Enough is enough. He has to face the consequences.
I don't set a lot of rules here. But we don't turn on each other.
I didn't turn on him. He turned on us with what he did. He put us all at risk. By my reporting him, I protected the firm.
Oh, so you were protecting us?
Damn right.
Then why not be open about it? Why not come to me before?
Because you would have protected him and put the firm at risk, too.
Then aren't we all lucky to have you to look out for us? Imagine how safe you make us feel.
You taking his side, Bobby?
What he did was wrong. But I don't like what you did either. And if you think you did it the way you did to protect us, then you're lying to yourself.
Obviously, we were still processing the new information and trying to decide what to do. It was an extremely agonizing decision for all involved.
As you left it with Mr. Berluti, the client's decision was not to reveal the boy's condition.
There was nothing to be accomplished in the course of the night, so General Counsel at Brentford Mutual...
Mr. Keene will be here all day if you choose to dance. I know you're trying to serve the public reputation of Brentford Mutual, but that's not what this hearing is about.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Young has reported to us that the client's unequivocal instruction was for the attorneys not to reveal what the client had told them about Jason Lee's medical condition. Is that true, sir?
Yes. At the time that Mr. Berluti chose to tell them, the client's wishes were that he not do so.
And from your observation, Mr. Berluti was aware of the client's wishes?
We were all acutely aware, yes.
Okay. We'll take a short break, then resume with Mr. Berluti.
Okay, my opinion? We just go with straight emotion. All of this happened so fast. You certainly did the humane thing. Basically, you went on autopilot, Jimmy.
I agree. You're dead on the law, and Hiller, we know how she is. Just tell them you blew it. Show some remorse. They can't be without compassion.
Okay.
Is the hearing going on now?
We're on the break. But it's a closed session, Mr. Lees. You can't go in.
Where's Mr. Berluti?
He's meeting with his lawyers. How's your son?
Do you care, Mr. Young?
Look, Mr. Lees, please try to understand. In the legal profession, there's a certain code that we have to live with.
Then you live with it, Mr. Young. You live with it.
I think, emotion got the better of me. I kind of snapped.
You kind of snapped?
Like insanity?
No. I knew what I was doing. And I admit what I did was wrong. But let's not forget, a life was maybe saved. That boy could have died.
I'm a little confused. You say you admit what you did was wrong. Then you go on to defend it. Do you think it was wrong, or don't you?
Well, I knew it was wrong under the law. But on a human level, I guess I feel justified.
So you chose to commit a knowing violation of the law because you disagreed with that law?
It was a very emotional night.
So absent that emotion, as you sit here today, if you had it to do all over again, your reflective choice would be to preserve the client's secret. You wouldn't tell the parents. Do I state it correctly, Mr. Berluti?
No, you do not, Your Honor. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do exactly the same thing. I wouldn't let that kid die. Would you?
I wouldn't even ask myself the question, sir. We don't consult our personal feelings on a case-by-case basis. As officers of the court, we abide by the law, and under the law, there is no real question here.
With all due respect, Your Honor, if you feel that way, then...
It's not up to us to feel. That's
what we do. Whether the law says we can or not, we feel. And if you can be that cold about it, I don't care how good a judge you are, you're not my idea of a human being.
Jimmy.
No, I don't care. I won't be judged by the three of you. I won't be judged by you. If we're a society of laws, if we're a society that says, let that kid die, then the society needs adjusting.
So we should let every lawyer act according to his or her own conscience with no regard for what the rules mandate.
The rules should have regard for a conscience.
Yours? Mr. Young's conscience might tell him to preserve the trusted confidence of a client.
Mr. Young doesn't act out of conscience. Pick another example.
I think we understand your position. You don't believe what you did is wrong, and faced with the same choices, you did the same thing over again.
Yes.
Okay, I think we're done.
Well, how'd it go?
Not well.
Did they rule?
Under advisement.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. They're willing to let me make a brief summation before they decide. So, I'm gonna get to work on it.
I don't have a conscience.
No, Eugene. You don't.
All right.
It's all too easy for you.
Jimmy.
What'd you do last night? Go home, flick on a ball game?
You did the easy thing, Jimmy.
I don't want to hear any of this.
Well, I want to say it. We all wanted to tell. Of course we did, but we were bound by ethical duties we swore to uphold. Even
Tell me about ethics.
I am telling you. You falsified loan documents. You got fired from a bank. That's how you got hired here in the first place.
Old news.
A month ago, you stole from a client to pay off your bookie. I damn well will tell you about ethics. You're a thief. And last night, you forked over a client. Was it a popular thing to do? I'm sure, yes. They'll probably give you a medal for it. But it's not what we do. Not to the client. And as lawyers, Jimmy, we owe them our trust. Our trust. You're not trustworthy. You put no premium on what it means to be a lawyer. You disgraced everybody here, and you may have put us all out of business in the process. You want to call yourself a friend, Jimmy? You're not my friend.
You done? How convenient for you. I'm a gambling addict, or that I stole that money. Makes it so easy for you to conclude you got some moral superiority going. You're more ethical, so hey, you must be right on this. Are you, Gene? But you're not right. You would have let that kid's head explode. You're not right. And going behind my back, I guess that makes you friend.
Why didn't you resign, Jimmy? You're about to go blow a confidence, put the firm at risk for $1 million malpractice claim minimum. Why not quit first to protect us? Your conscience ever get out of thought?
No. But I'll tell you this. I quit now.
Lightning, one man who scored 189 career touchdowns, one defense that played as well as its high-powered offense, and y'all won't believe who's 3-0.
I don't want you to quit.
I know you don't, Bobby, but
This was an extreme situation. For my money, you took us all off the hook. We all want you back.
you people have been so good to me, Bobby. I know I haven't lived up to...
You really believe that?
Overall, I've been a liability.
You still think of yourself as Jimmy the Grunt? Do you ever stop to consider what a great trial lawyer you've become? Did you pause for a second to wonder why Brentford Mutual hired you here? You've become a gifted trial lawyer.
Now you tell me, as it's all about to end.
Suppose it doesn't end. Will you come back?
Of course I don't want to leave.
Working pretty late?
Just hanging out with all my friends.
You don't think we're your friends now, Eugene?
I don't know, Rebecca. I just see and hear you all cheering for Jimmy.
Eugene, we're standing by him not because we necessarily agree with him, but because he's family. You went outside of the family on this one.
It was the right thing to do.
Clearly you think that.
The circumstances were extremely exigent. A human life hanging in the balance. Nobody could presume to know the vice Jimmy Berluti was in 2 nights ago.
Ms. Front, I'm sorry. I have to stop you. Lawyers are trained to make difficult decisions. You people of all people make them daily. I've watched you do it in my courtroom.
Not with these kinds of stakes.
Look, arguing his compassion isn't going to fly.
Do I get to give my closing?
Yes, you do, but I'm advising you not to whack us on the head with emotion, especially since your client says he'd do it all over again. He has a problem.
You got the problem.
Jimmy.
Since you don't want to let Eleanor talk, how about giving me a chance?
I thought we heard you clearly yesterday. But if you have more to say, I'm sure we're all quite rapt.
I've made a lot of mistakes. But telling those parents to take their son to a hospital wasn't one of them.
Yes, it was. You don't get to decide when you follow the rules and when you won't. Otherwise, what kind of anarchy would we have?
If the rules are a lawyer can't tell a boy or his family that he has a life-threatening medical situation, an emergency, that could kill him any second. If the rules say don't tell, you got a problem. You all have a problem. This system has a problem.
I'm sorry. Is it us on trial now?
Maybe you should be. The adversarial process stopped being about the truth a long time ago. The adversaries lie to each other. We lie and tell false truths every day. And you wonder why nobody respects us. It started off being about fairness and due process, and it's become about winning. And now, we're to sit quiet while an innocent kid has a time bomb in his head? We're duty-bound to let him die out of privilege, and you expect the public to admire our profession? A person who's honorable, a person with integrity, a person who believes that a human life has sanctity doesn't let an innocent child die. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. I will not be judged by you. Listen, I know I've been stomping my foot with a lot of righteous indignation, but Eugene was right about one thing. I should have had the decency to quit before I just didn't think to do it. I'm sorry for putting the firm at risk. Anyway,
may I see you a moment in private?
I don't want to get into it anymore with you.
May I see you in private, Jimmy? The reason my brother, he died in prison serving time for something he didn't do. The police coerced a confession that... The police, they had no regard for the system. And if a day comes, the lawyers start giving up their clients, giving up their secrets, then the system has... I've put more murderers back out there than I can count in the name of this system. I need to believe in its legitimacy. I went home the other night, and I wanted to tell that family just like we all did. And I kept telling myself I had no choice. The rules were clear. I had no choice, and I was prepared to let that boy die. But what you did was point out I had a choice. The choice you made that I didn't. I suppose, you did what you did and was acting out of emotion. My doing what I did, reporting you going outside of the family, I was acting on emotion as well. Anyway, you're good with me. And I hope in time I'll be good with you.
They're back with the ruling.
Mr. Beluti, you touched on a number of themes that are very close to me. It's true, we no longer impose the burden on attorneys to be honorable, and that's unfortunate, if not disgraceful. But it's also true, which you know full well, legal ethics and morality are not only two distinct concepts, they're quite often mutually exclusive. And if lawyers start letting personal morality be their compass, the system and all the participants in it are collectively lost. So, we carve out rules, many of them quite strict. And the strictest, perhaps the most paramount, goes to client trust. What a client tells his lawyer is sacrosanct. The attorney doesn't get to decide when he'll honor the privilege and when he won't. You broke that seal, Mr. Berluti. The rule we hold most dear, you broke it. And your moral preaching aside, there's no excuse for it. None. That having been said, this board does have discretion as to what we do with you. We applied a very unscientific test back there. We asked ourselves, is the profession of law better served with you in it or out of it? We decided better to have you in it. You're suspended for 3 weeks. We are adjourned.
How about that?
I survive.
Come on. We've already blown most of the day. Let's get back to work.
Are you sure you're okay to do this?
Mr. Lowe, you're telling me that my son may be in there. He was not in a gang.
He was wearing Crip colors.
Mr. Lowe, I know. I knew my son. The jacket was a Christmas present from an uncle. He was not in a gang.
It is possible he was mistaken for a Crip.
Do you know who shot him?
We think so, yes.
Please, get this person, Mr. Lowe. I'm asking you as his mother. Please get whoever did this.
I will.
It wasn't me.
I think we should just give a statement, Eleanor.
That is not a good idea, Lester.
But if we don't talk, they'll just think he's guilty.
Which I'm not.
What are you going to tell them, Stephen? That you and Terrence just happened to be driving through at the time?
It's the truth. Why don't you believe me?
Stephen, whether or not I do, you will not be believed by the police. You've already been involved in 2 prior drive-bys.
I was not involved. I happened to be in the car, but I had no part in either of them. What about me? I got no record.
They're going to think that you're covering for your brother, or even worse, that you're involved.
Wait, whose side are you on?
Guys, hold on. At this point, you 2 are the only suspects. Specifically you, Stephen. Now, they don't want to talk to you to see if you can join them in their search for justice. They want you to say something incriminating or nail you down to a story that they can check out. As your lawyer, I am telling you both, I am imploring you not to say a word.
You think I did it?
Once again, I don't know what to believe at this point. You told them you were in the area because you had a flat, but no flat tire was found in the back of your car.
It's because I was scared. And I just got out as quick as I could. I knew I was on Crips turf. I used to be a Blood.
Well, Terrence, in his statement, forgot to mention the flat tire. I also know that ex-gang members don't get the benefit of the doubt. Your talking is not going to help, so I will advise you one last time not to.
The Commonwealth versus Frank Vaughn, breaking and entering trespassing.
Jeff Carlton for the Commonwealth.
His PD's a no-show again.
Ms. Dole, how delightful to see you again.
I'm just filing some papers with your clerk.
Step up, counselor. Take a moment. Maybe we can conference this and be done with it.
I'm Lindsay Dole. I'll be representing you.
I didn't do anything.
I'll get a trial date set, then we can meet, and you can tell me all about... 1 second, Your Honor. This complaint doesn't even allege a criminal act. The door to the home where Mr. Vaughn was found had been open all day. He was just sitting in the doorway of an empty house.
It was private property, and the lock was broken. I think we can infer that...
We can infer?
The neighbors called the police because they knew Mr. Vaughn didn't belong there.
Hello? According to the incident report, he was arrested only because the police thought maybe he was on drugs, which he wasn't, according to subsequent tests.
Look, the guy is sitting there in a house.
Come on, Mr. Carlton. If that's all you've got, is it? The charges against Mr. Vaughn are dismissed without prejudice.
Okay, you're free to go. Not with me.
This way, pal.
I thought you said you knew who did this.
We think we do, but we don't have any real evidence. We can place the car in the area, but
Weren't there any witnesses?
only the brother, and he's not saying anything. With the gang shootings, the witnesses usually don't come forward.
I told you, my son was not in a gang.
I understand that, but the shooter is or was. You'll just have to be patient, Miss Fletcher.
You don't think you're going to get him, do you?
It's still very early in the investigation.
Do you think you'll get him, Mr. Lowe?
I don't know. Mike, anything?
We combed the area. We haven't been able to scare up anybody who saw anything. But Stephen Miller's best friend was shot and killed by a Crip 2 weeks ago. So he had motive.
Where is he now?
Both are still in custody, although Eleanor fronts all over us on that.
All right. Release him. Wait until they get home. I'll get a warrant for Stephen. You can rearrest him there. Then you can do a protective search of the house for weapons. With any luck, you turn up the gun.
Will that justify searching the whole house?
He's a gang member. Other gang members' weapons could be present. Just do it. We'll worry about the Fourth Amendment issues later.
Alan, what's going on? You can't keep holding them in perpetuity.
We're releasing your clients, Eleanor. They're free to go.
Really?
What do you mean he just showed up?
With Lindsay's card.
What's your name, sir?
Frank?
I want to hire you.
Well,
Who is he?
the court appointment I told you about. You don't need me anymore, Frank. The charges were dropped.
No, I want you to help me find Andrea. I can pay you.
Who's Andrea?
She's my daughter. She's 3 years old. I had a baby. She's my daughter.
And she's gone?
Yeah.
Lindsay, he's got release papers from Cedar Junction. And a bus ticket from Walpole dated November 12th.
Frank, have you been in prison?
Yeah. The police lied. They lied to everybody.
Hey, Lucy, did you page me?
Yes, you got a call from Lester Miller.
Lester? Was there a message?
The police are at his house.
Can you help me find Andrea? She's my daughter.
Hold it, please. Yeah.
Say nothing. Don't say a word. That goes for both of you. I'll meet you down at the police station. What the hell is this?
Arrest warrant. Murder for Stephen, possession of controlled substance for Terrence.
Where's your search warrant?
Exigent circumstances to arrest, no time.
This arrest is a pretext so you can search his house.
We believe that the older brother committed a murder. Accordingly,
You had him in your custody. Why did you release him?
we decided not to press charges, and then we changed our minds.
I'm gonna have this kicked so fast.
Do what you gotta do, Eleanor.
Why are your men still in there? Both of the suspects are in your custody.
It's a protective sweep of the house for officer safety.
You are looking for the gun. This is prosecutorial misconduct, Alan.
Eleanor, why don't you go back to your office and draft your motion to dismiss? That's what you do. We'll do what we do, okay?
You know what? If there is a gun, I hope you find it. Because then I can suppress, and you can rest assured it will never come into evidence.
There you go.
What he did was, by bringing the arrest warrant here to your house, he could arguably look through at least a part of the house without a search warrant, which he probably couldn't have gotten otherwise. He was looking for the gun.
But they arrested Terrence.
I know, but
Eleanor, Terrence has a Right Start scholarship. He could lose his whole education if he's busted on drugs.
I'm gonna be in court at 3 o'clock. I am gonna try and get that kicked.
They just think we're a gang family, don't they? We're not a gang family. We're not.
Unfortunately, we didn't find anything to connect him to the murder, but we did get some leverage on the younger brother. We'll try to force him to talk.
Brothers don't talk, Mr. Lowe.
We're doing everything we can.
I wish I could believe that. See those children? In addition to now not having an older brother, they don't have a father. He was killed in a hit and run. The police never caught who did it. As far as I'm concerned, they never really tried. I know we're not a priority, Mr. Lowe.
Miss Fletcher, I give you my word. I will do whatever I can.
He served 15 years of a life sentence.
For what?
Rape and murder. DNA test just cleared him. They expunged his record. Let him go.
What about... Do we know where he lives?
He's homeless. He's been out of prison a week. I contacted his trial attorney. He does have a daughter, Andrea. Only she's not 3.
How old is she?
18. Got an address on her. Oh. The murder and rape Frank was cleared of. Andrea's mother.
If he had enough evidence to get a search warrant, why didn't he do so while the suspect was still in custody?
As I explained to Miss Frutt, we first declined to press charges and then thought better of that decision.
Yes, choosing to rearrest him at home where you could conveniently but illegally conduct a search.
Your characterization, not mine.
Mr. Lowe,
Why'd you suddenly change your mind after the suspect was released?
I first thought we'd wait to collect more evidence, Your Honor. But then I considered the threat to society letting him stay at large, and I decided better to continue the investigation with him in custody.
And what exactly is your evidence that Stephen Miller committed murder?
There's motive. One of his best friends was murdered in a drive-by by a Crip 2 weeks ago. And there's an M.O. Stephen Miller himself is implicated in 2 previous drive-by shootings for which he served time.
2 years as an accessory.
And there's opportunity. Stephen Miller's car was seen speeding from the scene immediately after shots were heard.
That's it?
That's certainly enough to get an arrest warrant.
I don't like it. I'll let the charges stand for now. But if you don't get anything more...
Your Honor...
You can bring your motion to dismiss down the road, Miss Frutt. I'll be willing to hear you. But for now, he stays in custody, no bail.
As for the drug charges against Terrence Miller...
There again, you can file a motion to suppress with juvenile court. I'm sure they'll hear you on Fourth Amendment grounds. But for now, those charges also stand. Terrence is released on personal recognizance. We'll conference to set up trial dates. Adjourned.
What happens now?
I don't know.
Go someplace and talk?
Miss Stoll, I don't even know him.
He's your father.
Yeah, I understand. But he went to prison when I was 3. And since I thought he killed my mother, I've spent my entire lifetime hating him.
But he didn't kill her.
Yes, I realize this.
He can't take care of himself, you know. He's...
Retarded?
Yes.
Are you suggesting I take care of him?
You're his only family.
What makes you think I can?
I don't know.
What's he like?
He's very sweet.
That's all I can do.
Would you like to meet him?
Well, no, it'd be... No, thank you.
If he testifies against the older brother, we'll drop the drug charges.
How very big of you.
And all the accessory charges for the murder itself.
Alan, you don't have a case against Stephen Miller, and you know it.
Eleanor, you have a conflict here.
I've advised my clients of the conflict, thank you.
Mr. Miller, you live within 2 blocks of a school. That means the drugs we found in Terrence's room, that's possession with intent in a school zone. Mandatory 2 years.
For half an ounce of pot.
He will lose his Right Start scholarship, guaranteed. Your son has a future. Is it worth sacrificing?
I'm shutting this down.
We got a bad kid here, and we got a good kid. You were letting the bad kid take the good kid down.
Neither of them are going down. Your search was bogus, and I will have this arrest tossed within the week.
I don't think you will.
Let's go, Lester.
Did you find her?
No, I didn't, Frank. I'm not sure I will.
Well, maybe you could put an ad in the paper.
Let me think about that, okay? I found her. She doesn't want him in her life.
What are you gonna do? He can't stay here.
He stayed in his shelter last night and got bullied.
Lindsay, he can't stay here.
I'm gonna talk to Helen.
Why?
I don't know, maybe there's some kind of restitution program we're unaware of.
I can give you the answer to that. You don't need to go to Helen.
I'm gonna go to Helen.
I don't know what to tell you.
If this were a rich white kid who'd been shot, we would have triple the resources. Because this is gang violence, and we got a poor black victim.
Well, I'm not sure that's the case, Alan, but I'll tell you this. If Stephen Miller took out a 14-year-old Crip, he should be thanking you for the arrest. Because out on the street...
Helen, you got a second?
Do I, Alan?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
You know anything about the Frank Vaughn case?
Just cleared through DNA. What about it?
Would you know why he wasn't released into a managed care facility?
Well, from what I understand, he was never officially labeled mentally retarded. Without that, the DOC has no obligation.
What about the fact that he was wrongfully incarcerated for 15 years? I would think that would trigger some legal obligation.
I'd think it too, but in Massachusetts, it's not the case.
Are you telling me your office feels no responsibility here?
Lindsay, what I know is it's the DA's office that requested the DNA test on this one. So let's not accuse us of not caring, okay?
Any murder, of course, is a tragedy. We hope to solve them all. But this one? A 14-year-old boy with a bright future ahead of him was killed because he was wearing a blue jacket. It appears that the suspect, a member of a gang known as the Bloods, thought that Brian Fletcher was a Crip. If anybody has any information regarding this crime or the suspect, Stephen Miller, we ask that you come forward, because right now we're dismissing this case due to a lack of evidence.
What?
At this time, he's deemed innocent and faces no charges. But do not approach this man. He is considered to be possibly armed and dangerous. Simply notify the authorities if you have any information. Thank you.
Mr. Levin?
Other local news.
Did he just do what I think he did?
We pulled some tactics, but that there was nasty.
How'd you make out?
It didn't. There's no automatic restitution required in the Commonwealth, at least not without a hard-to-win lawsuit.
How about appealing to your conscience?
Helen's?
Talk about your small targets.
Evidently, the district attorney's office is feeling quite good about itself since they requested the DNA test. I wasn't in much of a position to guilt them.
What do you mean they requested a DNA test?
That's what Helen told me.
Well, why would the DA's office ever do that on their own accord? Did you ask Helen that?
No.
I would.
Lindsay, look. I found another picture of her in my wallet. It was in a secret place. I forgot.
Frank, Andrea doesn't look like this anymore. She's all grown up now.
I know, but won't this help? I bet she still smiles like that.
I was told you never knock.
You just ordered his execution.
I did no such thing. I put out a call for information.
You put his face on the screen and made an announcement that he was a Blood who murdered a Crip, and then you free him from custody.
I had no case, just like you said.
You set him up to be killed. You issued a death sentence, and it's vile.
Tantamount to a death sentence, perhaps, but again, not my intent. I'll grant you, looking at the circumstances the way they are now, your client is safer in jail than he is out. So let's make a deal, and I'll do my best to swiftly get him into protective custody.
I am going to go to the judge and report this little act of extortion. And if anything happens to Stephen Miller, I will personally see to it that murder accessory charges are brought against you.
Fine. Go to the judge. And on your way home, perhaps you can swing by the morgue and take a look at Brian Fletcher.
Bingo. The DA's office ordered investigations and some DNA tests in 43 different cases involving a bad police officer.
What?
In Frank's case, the cop lied on the stand. And he allegedly corrupted an eyewitness whose husband was in jail.
Whose husband?
A prosecution witness. I mean, basically, this rogue cop coerced witnesses into lying. All his cases are under review.
Bobby, I'd like to bring a civil rights action against the state.
Lindsay.
Have you seen those homeless shelters? Frank deserves to get some money. False imprisonment for 15 years?
That'll take years in discovery. Even if you survive a summary judgment...
I have to be able to get something. Rebecca, could you start filing the complaint for me?
Sure.
Look, Lindsay...
Let me spend 1 day on it. 1 day.
He's trying to coerce my client with the threat of death.
Mr. Lowe?
Ms. Frutt's client is a gang member.
Ex-gang
His
member.
car was seen speeding from the scene. I was putting out a call for information, which I am entitled to do.
You declared him a killer on television.
I called him the suspect.
Mr. Lowe, you're beginning to get a reputation.
Great. Maybe the defense lawyers will be more inclined to plea bargain.
No, it's not great. Your reputation is anything but great. But, Miss Frutt, technically he hasn't stepped outside of the boundaries here.
I would like the court to put my client into protective custody.
That's a DA's call, and I'm not asking for that.
To remove the coercion, I need my client safe.
Your Honor, if we're going to put every suspect into protective custody...
How about just the ones who have televised bounties on their head?
I'm not putting him in protective custody, counsel.
Why not?
Because you haven't shown me any tangible threat. When you get one, let me know.
We're talking about gangs. The first warning is often a bullet. To the head.
If you get a threat, bring it to me. Until then, I can't do anything.
Why do you need me?
I don't technically, but, well, you know, you might have a claim too, Andrea. You lost your father. They took him from you.
He's not my dad. He's my biological father. And how does it help him if I sue?
You don't have to sue, but if I had you on board as a witness...
A witness to what?
To what he lost. You're all he's thought about for 15 years.
I don't need this. I'm sorry.
I'm here because of what he needs.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave now.
I don't understand why you don't want to meet him.
Oh. You don't understand that. I guess that means you can otherwise understand my life, Miss Stoll. My very first memory was finding my mother dead. I thought she was just play acting. I was crawling on her, laughing, like it was all a game until... I've lived in 7 different foster homes. I'm sorry you don't understand things. But let me see if I can get you to understand this. My life, for the first time, is moving forward. It's even normal. I've got a job, a boyfriend, You're in here asking me to go backwards to a place. I can't do it. And it's not that I don't want a father. I've wanted nothing more. But I can't do it. I can't.
I don't know what else to tell you. It isn't good. They're not even looking for anybody else. I've never put the question to you before, Lester. Did Stephen do this?
Obviously, you think he did.
His best friend was killed. He's seen speeding from the scene. He's been involved in 2 drive-bys before. I would be lying to you if I told you I didn't have some doubts. Given everything we're up against, this may be the time to consider a deal. Add to the mix the DA setting him up, Stephen is probably safer in jail. I can get the drug charges dropped on Terrence. I hate to let the DA win on this, but there are other things I am more afraid of.
You're asking me to advise my son to plead guilty to a murder he didn't commit.
I have to go to court?
It's possible, but...
But I didn't do anything!
Frank?
I didn't do anything!
Okay.
Don't make me go to court.
Frank, listen. You don't have to go to jail. This isn't about that. This is about getting the state to pay you money for putting you in prison before.
But I didn't do anything before.
I know that.
Please don't make me go to court. Okay. Please don't make me. Please.
Okay. We won't.
They think I killed her, you know?
No, they don't think that anymore. Everybody knows you didn't do anything wrong.
Does Andrea know? We need to find her to tell her.
I did find her, Frank.
You did?
She wishes you well. And, she told me to tell you she loves you.
She coming over?
No. Her life has been very difficult. It's going well now, but she thinks it's best if she doesn't see you just yet.
Why?
Well, it's complicated.
She still thinks I did what they say I did.
No, she doesn't think you did anything wrong.
Then why doesn't she want to come over?
Well, maybe in time she will. But for now...
Hey, let's look at what is good here. Lindsay is going to take this complaint to the Attorney General's office, and we're going to file our claim, and hopefully we're going to get you money so you can get a place to live. You won't have to sleep at the shelter. Isn't that great?
One day she will come over.
I don't need a lecture, Helen.
I think you do.
Least of all from you.
The way you are behaving, your opinion doesn't much matter to me.
Well, nor yours to me.
So fine, but considering mine reflects an office consensus, you might want to listen for the fun of it. Look, you've gone too far. Busting the younger brother for leverage, calling a press conference for the purpose of creating a death threat.
I made a promise to Brian Fletcher's mother
This
that
isn't about keeping promises.
You've never played hardball before.
Nor is this hardball. It goes beyond that. Ellen, you came to me asking for advice. Now I am giving it to you. Your integrity is at stake. The integrity of this office is at stake.
Mr. Lowe, I'm Lance Miller, Steven's brother.
What can I do for you?
I did it. I shot that kid. I have a friend. His name's Billy. I was going to see him. That's why I was there.
You went to see your friend Billy?
Yes.
2 miles from your house, you walked.
Yes.
With a gun?
I was going to show Billy the gun.
Where'd you get the gun?
I found it.
Where?
In a ditch behind the projects. So I was going to show Billy. And that kid. He started punking me.
The Fletcher boy?
Yeah. Like he was going to beat me up and stuff. And I got scared. So I shot him.
What kind of gun was it, Lance?
A handgun.
What's going on?
Eleanor, you know Lance Miller?
Of course I know him. What are you doing here, Lance?
He just confessed to killing Brian Fletcher.
Excuse me?
That's why we called you.
Give me just a second. Lance, will you come with me?
Now, if Stephen isn't the shooter, why would his kid brother be down here trying to save him?
I'm not defending the policeman. I'm just saying we don't know for sure he lied in Frank Vaughn's case.
He's known to lie. DNA cleared Frank Vaughn. The likelihood is this cop is responsible.
Obviously, I'm not about to comment on the merits. You haven't even filed your complaint yet.
My client isn't looking to win a lottery here, Mr. Jenkins. All I'm asking for is to make sure he's taken care of. I want to establish a trust. I want temporary housing in a private group home.
I don't have authority to do that.
You have the authority to make the recommendation. Look, the liability on this isn't in question here. We both know it. Frank Vaughn is mentally handicapped. I'm just asking that we not drag this out. I'm giving you the chance to settle this quickly and cheaply. I know you don't want this in the hands of a jury. Let's just do something here. Because it's the right thing to do.
All right. He didn't shoot the Fletcher boy. He decided to confess to it since... Look, he figured since he was 10, the punishment would be less for him than Stephen.
Well, that's very astute, Eleanor. Whose idea was it?
He says it was his, and I believe him, Helen. Lester would have never sent down his 10-year-old to fall in a grenade.
Well, then why would
he was just convinced that Stephen was going to get arrested for it. He's scared, Helen. That's all. His father's home crying. He's got 2 brothers. He just got scared.
Where is he now?
He's right outside.
Could you bring him in, please?
Lance?
Michael, place the boy under arrest for murder, please, and transport him to juvenile court.
What?
Read him his rights.
For God's sake, you know he made it all up.
You tell Mr. Miller that if he has any information on this crime, he should come forward. Otherwise, his 10-year-old will be indicted as a youthful offender.
First of all, any confession you got, he's 10 years old, without counsel
That
present.
confession is not custodial. He just walked in and announced that he did it.
State of mind.
You can try to suppress it if you want, Eleanor, but he will be indicted. Read him his rights, Detective. Detective.
Lance Miller, you're under arrest for the murder of Brian Fletcher. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
There's a lot of details to still work out. We haven't agreed on how much money, but in the meantime, we have a place for you to live. And soon you'll be able to move to an even better place. And you'll have enough money for rent, groceries. We can move you into your temporary housing today.
And Andrea, can she come?
Frank, I told you. Andrea's not coming. We explained this, remember?
You lied to me.
I didn't lie.
You said you did not find her when you did.
Well...
And now I don't believe you when you say she won't come.
Why would I say that?
You lied. The police lied before, and you're lying now. Nobody wants me to be with her because I am retarded. You think that I am bad for her because I'm retarded. You think that I will hurt her.
That is not the case.
Where is she then? Tell me where she is.
I can't really do that.
But why?
I promised her I wouldn't. This is just too painful for her, Frank. She needs time to adjust.
The only thing that I ever did was make a baby. A beautiful, beautiful baby. Why can't I be with her?
Maybe in time. Let's get you to your new home, okay? I really think you're gonna like it.
Okay.
Don't tell me this isn't your case, Helen. You've seen enough firsthand to step in.
I can't just step in, even if...
using this to turn the screw, and as an officer of the court, you have an obligation to report him.
For what?
Bad faith. Even Richard Bay wouldn't have pulled this kind of crap. You have to step in. Eleanor Frett. What? When? Stephen Miller was just stabbed. He's in surgery at Brigham's.
Dr. Evans to ICU. Dr. Evans to ICU. On-call cardiologist 3148. On-call cardiologist 3148 status.
They think he's gonna be okay.
Was it a retaliation hit?
No. It was one of the Bloods. The gang he used to be in.
I don't understand.
His name is Leonard Stewart. He's also the one who shot the Fletcher boy, Mr. Lowe. He evidently thought that Stephen would eventually find out that it was him, and that Stephen would turn him in to save himself. So he decided he tried to shut Stephen up for good. Come on. Come on. The doctor says you can come in now. Come on. Come on.
Feeling pretty good, Alan?
Are you? I take my cues from defense attorneys, Eleanor. They come to me saying one of two things. My client's innocent, or you got no case. You were telling me that I had no case.
Your bathroom is nicer than mine.
It's really all mine.
You don't own the apartment, but it's all yours to use. Eventually, you'll probably move to another place, which will also be yours. But for now...
Have you lived alone before?
Oh, yes. Before the police took me. But this is so much nicer than...
Hi, Dad.
Andrea?
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, she is so beautiful.
Listen. All these years,
they lied to you.
yeah. I've always wanted to meet you.
I have missed you so much. I do not want to let go.
Okay.
Miss Fletcher.
They just arrested the man who killed my son. Not the man you were after. But I know it never would have come about if you had not pushed the way you did. You kept your promise, Mr. Lowe. Thank you. You're a man of your word.